How are
Hi,
you doing?
Nikki.
You look amazing.
So do you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to first start off by saying congratulations on your all new show, Family Empire Houston. So we got to give that a hand clap.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So exciting. Being on the OWN network and being amazing. I would say Black excellence. I love it. I love it. I love it. So powerful. Now, what was the driving force behind, building an empire and being part of a show that showcases business, family, and legacy?
Ooh, Oscarine. Oscarine, I don't think, Oscarine, our grandmother has, and our grandfather, they truly laid the blueprint and the foundation, for everything. So even this real estate business that we have, everything that we've done, we've just been following the blueprint. And that's keeping family first, just always working in excellence and knowing that at the end of the day, you can always depend on your family. And that's just really been our secret to how we just truly just elevate that. And when you put out just a good energy, people see that. And that's kind of what happened with us about the show. Someone approached us about, we want to see more of this. And I think people truly want to see more of families working together to build generational wealth that actually like each other. So I think that was really important. I think people really needed to see that.
Now, getting into reality TV, did you have any drawbacks of being on the show?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Right. We're putting our lives out there for the world to see. Right. So, yeah, of course, there were some reservations, some nervousness, anxiety. And I think, honestly, we all still have some to a certain extent.
Yes.
Right. But, when we look at, what we see on reality TV today, not talking down on anyone, but, we feel like our show is very unique. We feel like our story is very unique, and people need to see Black families, like Jermeshia said, working in excellence, working together, that like each other, doing positive things. We just think it's time.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you, I got a chance to check out a sneak peek, and when I say the audience, they are in for a treat.
Really? We haven't seen it, so look, fill us in.
Start rubbing it in. Start rubbing it in, Nikki.
I know we haven't seen it.
I'm so excited for you because I'm a Southern girl and I can so relate, to the show. So I'm so excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I think they're gonna be excited about the sister cousins too. So
yes,
we are not the only people that have, the sister cousins. And I think so your cousins, they're really like your first best friends, and having that dynamic go through, all of the, milestones through, going to school, college, new families, children, and how we all experience that together. And I think people resonate with that. And I think it's going to be exciting. I'm giving me a shirt, sister cousins everywhere.
We really need to coin that term.
Yes, you do.
You do.
You really do.
We make a joke about how, like, sometimes, like, we maybe don't have a lot of friends because there's so many of us.
You don't need friends when you have sister cousins.
I don't have time to talk to my friends when I'm on the phone with them all day long. So
I know.
That's one.
I'm gonna tell you, it's amazing because family can be something else. How do y'all do it?
It's really hard to separate. Yes, it's really hard to separate business and family because it's times where you want to just really say how you want, but you're like, okay, we have to handle things appropriately because this is a business that we're running. And I was telling them earlier, it's really hard for me because my husband works with the brokerage too. So sometimes there is conflict between my family and my husband, and it's hard for me because I have to choose sides. And I don't want to be stuck in the middle choosing sides. So everything is challenging, and you guys will get to see that on the show.
Just stand on truth.
And that was my next question.
Stand on truth.
That was my next question about how has your career impacted your family and relationship?
Yes.
Well, my husband is a realtor with the brokerage, and so trying to make sure, I'm trying to give him brokerly advice, but you know, he still wants his independence as the man of the house. And, you know, but he does respect me. And I think respect is at the cornerstone of all of us and our relationships. And it really kind of helps push us to the next level and push us through that excellence in those hard times.
Yeah, I would say the same. Like my husband, he's not a part of the real estate brokerage, and he's cool with that, you know. But he's very supportive, right? I will say sometimes I think we get on his nerves a little bit because we're always talking. You know what I'm saying? Like like we wake up on the phone, we go to bed on the phone. You know, like I have to answer the phone with Jermeshia at certain times and be like, "It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm done working." You know,
and then I keep talking.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done working.
Whatever.
You know, I honestly have to work on the boundary between, okay, let me cut my family off and cut my husband on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's just, I think he does get a little irritated with it always being us.
Right. You have to create that balance. But yeah, like I said, Chris, my husband, he plays an integral part in being a part of Braden Real Estate Group. And so sometimes he's on the phone with Jermeshia and Nicole more than I'm on the phone with them because he's in the mix.
That's very true.
Right. He's in the mix. But then, like I said, when it's conflict, then it's all over then. And I'm sure you can imagine. You know, it's like no side taking here, but yeah, it definitely gets complicated.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Braden Real Estate Group?
Absolutely. Braden Real Estate Group is the largest independently Black-owned brokerage in Houston, Texas. And we take that role very seriously. It's important because Braden wears our family's name. So it's not, you know, Houston real estate professionals or anything like that. It's the Braden name that's plastered on our polos. And that's a testament to the fact that we want to make sure that anytime we're doing business, our agents are doing business, it goes back to the mutual respect that we have each other, making sure that when we put out service, when we put out education, that it comes to the foundation of making sure that everybody can be educated on how to build generational wealth through real estate. Because that has been the key to our success as a family. I think we would be just as, you know, close if it wasn't for real estate, but real estate is really what brought us together, and that was our difference. And we want other people, from our agents to our clients to everybody around, to be able to see how you can really build that family legacy and how to use real estate as that tool to do it.
And anyone else?
Can you repeat the question again, Jermeshia?
I think Jermeshia summed it up perfectly for all of us.
Now, when the viewers are watching, what do you hope that they will take away when watching?
Yeah, I hope that they will take away, you know, one, that we're just like them. You know, we're a down-home Southern family that love to have a good time. We do have trials. We do have tribulations. We do have disagreements. We have a lot of loving moments. You know, we have it all, right? But at the end of the day, we are family. And that's one thing we always go back to. We will always love and support each other no matter what. So, you know, I don't want them to look at us as untouchable. You know, I want them to look at us and resonate with us and, you know, realize that, you know, we are people just like them. We're just putting it all on display.
And I really hope that they get to see that, as Nicole said, we're relatable. And the thing is, we all have our differences, and there's so many families out there that they'll have a indifference and they stop talking. Absolutely. And with us, we have our issues, and the next day, you want to go eat some crawfish? We just, you know, we move on, we bounce back from it, because life is too short and you never want to have any regrets. So love on the family that you do have.
Yeah. Now, some days it might take 2 days versus the next day.
Exactly.
But, you know, but that's what family, and I think that's what I want everybody to take from it, is that family have drama. Like, people's like, oh, it's going to be so good to see just, you know, this is going to be just good, wholesome. Families have drama, but at the end of the day, if you don't have anybody else, you have your family, and you got to overcome that stuff together. And that's what we're all here for, just to keep moving forward together.
Is there a favorite part that you really enjoyed filming?
Oh, absolutely. For me, I can't speak for them, but for me, absolutely, it's filming with my grandmother. Yeah. You know, and not to give too much away on the show, but just hearing some of the stories that I've never heard before, you know, in her life, and, you know, the good times, the struggles, how she overcame things, like that was so powerful for me.
Same here, Nicole. I had an opportunity to film with my grandmother. And so whatever happens on this show, we've seen some of the comments. I'm gonna stop watching them after the show started. Okay. But you know, I'm not gonna say I don't care what happens, but the moment, the opportunity I was able to film with my grandmother and to be in such an intimate scene with her, it's worth it all to do this with her. It's worth it all.
Yeah. I don't think I had a individual intimate scene with Granny by myself, but just having her with us on this journey just meant everything to us. And also one of my favorite parts was filming with my husband for our anniversary. It was a really special moment, and I was glad for us to be able to rekindle that flame there.
I love it. Now, can you speak on your growth and development throughout the season of the show, throughout the show that you know of?
Authenticity.
Right? Filming reality TV honestly was not what I expected.
Not at all.
And honestly, I think we were all in for a rude awakening when we thought that, oh, these cameras just gonna follow us in our lives and things like that. My growth was keeping my emotions in check at times. Because there are some tough moments, on TV. There's some beautiful moments, there's some fun moments, but there are some tough moments that you have to being vulnerable, putting yourself out there in ways you probably don't want to put yourself out there. There are some tough moments. So, for me, my growth is being emotionally intelligent, being resilient at times, and just like Jermeshia said, learning how to this is me, this is my life, and just being authentic with that,
Like, this is what you're going to get. This is the true JaQuita. That's how you see me. This is what you're going to get. But also, I think it helped. What grew was my patience, because I didn't realize that reality TV was all of this. And you're like, we're not ready yet. Like, it was just, learning to have patience throughout this process.
Was it long hours?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Your whole day. And it's hard when you're still working, because you still have a full-time job and family.
Full-time job and a family. I have 3 children, a husband. I got, and it was, we
would be going on like 16-hour days, and then you got to show up on TV glamorous now, honey. You just can't get up any kind of way, huh? So, it's one thing to just get up and say, I'm going to work. It's another thing to say, I got to go to work,
So Nikki, Miss Nikki Rich, the authenticity part is I had to, this is Jermeshia. I am not getting hair and makeup done today. Y'all gonna receive me for who
Y'all about to get me how you get me.
Okay, I was like, this is me. Like, I cannot live this facade forever. Like, I do get glammed up and I want, but I can't, this is not my everyday thing. Like, so you're going to start seeing me for my authentic self. And in the beginning, it was like, oh, I want to be seen like this. And it was like, after it was like, no, you're going to see me, my authentic self. I don't show up in full glam every time. I'm just sitting at the house, with my husband. So I dialed that back, because I didn't want the world that becomes my expectation when people see me. It's like, I want to be authentically who I am if I'm going to be in this space.
Right. Because you want to look similar to that person they see in the grocery store. You're like, that was you? Oh, okay.
That don't look nothing like you.
Nothing like you.
It's like, instead of weighing 2 Spanx, I start weighing just 1.
Exactly.
Just little stuff like that,
Y'all getting all of it. All of it.
And I want to say Kingdom Reign Entertainment Production, they really showcased the authenticity, because it just seemed so, real. So, I'm not saying it was fake, but it just seemed like, okay, this is my family. I can see it too. I can relate. And that's what I really enjoyed, when I watched, Family Empire Houston. You can tell, so relatable, even, from the I would say the gatherings of the family and eating that good old food. I'm like, watching that.
It be good, honey. It be
good. So good.
Oh Lord, we eat too much. That's the problem.
That is the problem. That's why
was
we
just
need
so
two space.
relatable, and the audience, I know they're gonna enjoy, because even for me watching the trailer, I just was looking over the comments myself. Everybody was saying, "Oh, this is gonna be good." You got just rave reviews already.
Thank you.
We're excited for the world to meet the Braden family and Braden Real Estate Group. So we're very excited.
We're excited.
Yes, and the premiere is coming up on June the 28th, 8/7 Central on the OWN network.
On the OWN network.
How will you be watching?
In grand fashion.
Grand fashion with lots of family and friends around.
A lot of cousins, a lot of aunts.
And our extended Houston family, you know, Braden Real Estate Group, that we have 80, almost a little bit over 80 agents at the brokerage. You know, they are very much so our extended family. So we'll be watching with them, you know, all of our family and friends, our extended family and friends. Honey, let me tell you something. If you meet a Braden, you done met your cousin, okay? Because there's nobody,
right? You have
nobody that we don't treat like family, you know. And I think that stems from my grandmother teaching us that, you know, like everybody feels like they're our cousin, or I would hope that everybody feels like they're our cousin and things like that, you know. So we have a lot of extended friends and family, and a lot of cousins in Houston, you know.
Yeah,
so
we were born and raised here.
Yeah, we'll be sharing that with all of them.
Yes, and you know, Houston is already on the map, but y'all just making it even bigger, because you know everything is big in Texas.
Yes, it is,
including the people.
Yes.
So many great things come out of Houston. You know, amazing people. Like I said, Black excellence on a Black network, the OWN network. I love that.
We couldn't be more honored.
So amazing.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, ladies, you know, if anybody wanted to connect with you, learn more about Braden Real Estate Group, where can they go to?
So to learn more about Braden Real Estate Group in general, BradenReGroup.com, right? You can find us, all of our websites. Just Google Braden Real Estate Group Houston and you will find us. Us individually, we're all over social media. So my personal Instagram handle is Mrs. Nikki Handy, and that's Instagram and TikTok, MRSNIKKI Handy on Instagram and TikTok. Or Google Nicole Handy Houston, honey. I'm all over the place. All over the place. Okay?
You will find her all on YouTube everywhere.
You can find me on Instagram at Madam Broker. That's MADAMBROKER. On Facebook and LinkedIn, you can find me as Jermeshia Goudeau. That's about as many social media platforms I can handle. So find me on one of those, and I'll hope to see you soon. Stay tuned on OWN.
You can find me on Instagram at RealtorRx_, and on Facebook, you can find me as JaQuita Martin. And I really can't remember my TikTok one, so I'll leave that one off for now.
Well, I thank you so much for talking to me, Nikki Rich of the Nikki Rich Show. It was such an honor.
It was an honor.
Yes, it was an honor.
Yeah.
Thank you so